Okay, so this is the Sri Kevalastakam. Now, most of you know that verse, right? This is a very easy one to memorize. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, Nasteva Gatit Anyata. So that Eva Kevalam, as you know, I put it into a poem. So, how does it go? If you want to achieve the supreme goal of life in this age when dissension and chaos abound, there is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way that can never be found. But to chant Krishna's name, but to chant Krishna's name, but to chant Krishna's name with a stout-hearted vow, and to pray, O Lord Krishna, O friend of the poor, let my head ever unto your lotus feet bow. So that verse is the source of that Kevala, as the last line of the verse. Every verse you'll see ends in that line. And okay, we're going to do this one first, and then for the Siksastakam we'll have some musical accompaniment, and you can chant in between each verse. So I think in that way we'll go back to guided, hopefully. Okay, now if you can see it, you can chant along with me. It's just the same meter as the Bhagavad Gita. Maduram Madurebhyopi Mangalebhyopi Mangalam Pavanam Pavanebhyopi Hare Nama Kevalam. Of sweet things that's the sweetest you will taste at any time. Of things that bring good fortune, it's the perfect paradigm. Of things that purify, it purifies most powerfully. The holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. Abrahmastampapayantam Savamayamayam Jagat Satyam Satyam Punag Satyam Hare Nama Kevalam. From Brahma's realm atop the sky down to the lowly grass, illusion reigns in Maya Devi's treacherous morass. The truth, the only truth, the name of Shri Hari, the holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. Now, some of you may not know what a morass is. Some of you know. A morass is like a swamp that if you go into it, it's quicksand will drag you down. Very dangerous, you know. So it's a dangerous, treacherous morass. So this material world is like that. You're just born, you get attracted to this and that, and you do this and that, and before you know it, you get another birth. Sagadu Supita Chapi Samato Bandavopi Saha Shikshayet Sate Sada Smartum Hare Nama Kevalam. He's the Guru, he's the Father, he's the friend most true, and she's the real mother who most kindly teaches you to always chant and hear the holy name of Shri Hari. The holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. Nikshvase nahi vishvasa Kadarudho bhavishyati Kirtaneya mato balyad Hare Nama Kevalam. Remember that our final breath may come at any time, no matter if we're old and sick or in our youthful prime. So young and old alike should chant the name incessantly. The holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. Okay, good idea. You can come in on the chorus line. Hari Sadabhase Tatra Yatra Bhagavata Janaham Gayanti Bhakti Bhavena Hare Nama Kevalam. Lord Shri Hari forever dwells wherever devotees, whose hearts are fixed on him and free of all impurities, uplift their voices high and sing his name in ecstasy. The holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. Okay, we can repeat that line. The holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. Aho dukkam mahadukkam dukkam dukkataram yataha kachatam vismatam ratna Hare Nama Kevalam. Alas, what sorrow, what great pain, the worst calamity, for people to forget the holy name of Shri Hari. Although the name's a priceless gem, mere broken glass they see. The holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. The holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. Dhiyatam dhiyatam karno, niyatam niyatam vachaha, giyatam giyatam nityam, Hare Nama Kevalam. Just fill your ears, just fill them with the name of Shri Hari. Just chant the name with all sincerity. Just sing the holy name eternally. The holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. The holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. Tunikritya Digatsavam Rajate Sakalopari Chidanandamayam Shuddham Hare Namaiva Kevalam. It makes this world appear like it's a straw up on the ground. Resplendently it reigns supreme divinity in sound. It's filled with transcendental bliss and peerless purity. The holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. The holy name of Shri Hari is surely all that be. Okay, so that's, now just a little background. There's 8 verses, Kevalastakam, but it was originally written, I don't know what the Sanskrit would be, 100 verses on the holy name. Now, I think these 8 were pulled out probably by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, because he was a close association. So, but because it was written as 100 verses, there's no 9th verse. You know what that's called? The Palashruti? You'll find in many ashtakas, but not in Siksastakam, because it also wasn't written as an ashtaka. I don't know if you know that. Those verses Lord Chaitanya wrote at different times in different places. They were collected by Krishna's Kaviraj as a Siksastaka in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, therefore, I wrote a 9th verse. Inspired to glorify the holy name of Shri Hari, Shri Nilakanta wrote this hymn in Sanskrit poetry. I pray that those who read this lowly version made by me will chant the holy name of Shri Hari in ecstasy. Will chant the holy name of Shri Hari in ecstasy. Okay, so that's that. And now we will have the Siksastakam. Now, we're going to try to, oh no, I'm sorry, I screwed up. Here we go. We're going to try to duplicate, as far as we can, the mood that we had and the mode of chanting that we did in Mayapur 20 years ago. So it's very simple. Between each verse, there's also a picture, and this one, that's why there's so many slides here. There's a beautiful picture of Lord Chaitanya or Krishna or whatever. And during that, we'll have a kirtan, you know, a couple of times. And Mataji here will help. As you can see, she's a professional musician. She can pick up on my tune, hopefully. Okay, so let's try. Shri Siksastakam. Reading Madanga, yes. So, you can play Madanga. So the verses are not, you know, there are different meters. And the ones beginning with nadanam, nadanam, there's 3 verses of the same meter. And I have like, I'm not sure it's completely bona fide, but it kind of works. Instead of nadanam, nadanam, nasundarim, kapitamba, jagadishikamaye. There's usually nadanam, nadanam, nasundarim, kapitamba, jagadishikamaye. Mamajan, manijan, manishwade, babata, bhakti, dahoy, tikitvahi. See? So if you're singing along, just understand. That's why. Okay, so we'll start with this famous verse. Hopefully we know it already, or we're in the process of memorizing it. So, usual D. Cheto darpanam marjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam shreyakaida vachandika vatadanam vidyavadu jivanam anandam bhadivardhanam padabidam purnamita swadanam Savatma snaparam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. All glories to the chanting of Shri Krishna's holy name, which easily extinguishes samsara's blazing flame by polishing the lust-encrusted mirror of the heart. That chanting is the waxing moon that knows the secret art of causing the white lotus of good fortune to unfurl its petals far and wide throughout this bleak and blighted world of transcendental knowledge, which will take us to life's goal. The chanting of the name of Krishna is the life and soul. The ocean of ecstatic bliss floods far beyond its bounds. Wherever Krishna's merciful and mystic name resounds. Indeed, whenever Krishna's names are sung in congregation, at every step one tastes the joy that knows no limitation. So hear with great attention, as I earnestly request, please chant Shri Krishna's holy names and be supremely blessed. The soothing nectar of the name will bathe your consciousness. bestow pure love for Krishna and eradicate distress. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Nam Nam Kari Bahudani Sarva Shakti Tatrapita Niyamitak Smadane Nakala Etadashi Tabakripa Bhagavan Namapi Durdaivam Idasham Hadananuraga. Krishna, Govinda and Keshava too, your names have no end, and in each of them you have invested your potencies, leaving none out. Whenever we want, we can chant them without the slightest restriction of time or of place. O Lord, who can fathom your infinite grace? But I am so wretched, devoid of all shame, that I haven't developed a taste for your name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Srinadapi Sunichenan Torodapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtani Aksadarihi. More humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree. To think all praise belongs to others, none belongs to me. These qualities attract the Lord to bless one with the power to chant His name incessantly until the final hour. To chant His name incessantly until the final hour. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare. Nadanang Sundaring Kavitam Bhajagadish Kamaye Mama Janmani Sade Bhavita Bhakti the Hoitiki. Okay. Nadanang Sundaring Kavitam Bhajagadish Kamaye Mama Janmani Sade Bhavita Bhakti the Hoitiki Tahi. Wealth and women, followers, the fruits of mundane piety, liberation from this world of limitless anxiety. For me, O Lord, these common goals have not the slightest worth. Let me serve you purely now and in each future birth. Oh, let me serve you purely now and in each future birth. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Ainanda tanuti kinkaram patitam mavishame bhavambaro kripayata vapada pankaja sataduli sadusam vichintaya. Ainanda tanuti kinkaram patitam mavishame bhavambaro kripayata vapada pankaja sataduli sadusam vichintaya. Your servant for eternity, I lost my true identity and fell into this horrid sea of birth and death, O Lord. O none to some, please hear my plea. By your sweet grace consider me a speck of dust upon your leadless feet forevermore. A speck of dust upon your lotus feet forevermore. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare. Nayanangala Dashadaraya Vadanangadadudhaya Gira Pulakaya Nititang Vapukadata Vanama Gahane Pavishiti Nayanangala Dashadaraya Vadanangadadudhaya Gira Pulakaya Nititang Vapukadata Vanama Gahane Pavishiti. Tears streaming from my eyes, my voice choked with bliss. The hairs upon my body standing up in happiness. When will all these signs of rapture decorate my limbs? As I chant your holy name, the monarch of all hymns. As I chant your holy name, the monarch of all hymns. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Gaitam Nimeshena Chakshusha Prabhashayitam Shunyahitam Jagat Savam Govinda Vadahename. Gaitam Nimeshena Chakshusha Prabhashayitam Shunyahitam Jagat Savam Govinda Vadahename. Every moment drags on for 1,000,000 years or more. From the rain clouds of my eyes, the tears in torrents pour. This whole creation nothing but vast and joyless void. Oh Govinda, by your absence I am being destroyed. Oh Govinda, by your absence I am being destroyed. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare. Ashlishyava paradatam panashtumam adarshanan mamahatang karotu va yatatava vidadhatu lampato mat prananata susahevam napara. Let Madhava embrace this maid who's fallen at his feet, or let him trample me or my most ardent hope defeat, by never giving me a chance to see him anywhere, thus shattering my heart and plunging me into despair. You see, he is a reckless libertine and not a saint, so let him act in any way he likes without restraint. Yet though his cruel and crooked ways may cause me constant woe, Krishna is the only Lord my heart shall ever know. Krishna is the only Lord my heart shall ever know. Hey, Krishna is the only Lord my heart shall ever know. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nitya Gaura Haribo, 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 Go Haribo. Nitya Gaura Haribo, 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 Go Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Go Premanande, Hare Hare Bol. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any other slideshows I can share with you. But, what time is it? It's not that late, is it? 8:10. Well, okay. Well, should we do it again? I should have put some more on there.
What about the fallen redemption of the soul?
Yeah, I can do that. The thing is, they're not keyed up for this. But I can, I'll just leave Prabhupada on there. The fallen redemption of the soul. Do you have it? Yeah, we can put the lights up. Well, actually, we'll just meditate on Prabhupada. I think that's okay. So, this one doesn't have a Sanskrit, it's not based on the Sanskrit poem. It just sort of started coming to me, and I just went with it. So, where Krishna lives, actually, we can turn the lights up. You're right, turn the lights up. I think we will end this. Okay. Yeah, turn the lights all the way up. Where Krishna lives, felicity abounds. With pure simplicity and loving sensibility, all serve him with humility. But when the living entity rejects his true identity and out of sheer stupidity surrenders to cupidity, he loses all sagacity and with it all capacity to understand reality or curb his sensuality. Abandoning humility, he touts his own ability, forgetting his fragility and fortune's volatility. Immersed in that asininity for what seems an infinity of lives devoid of piety, he suffers in anxiety till contact with God's devotee, perhaps of utmost brevity, awakens his affinity for words of the divinity. Perceiving the futility of all his imbecility, the soul regains his sanity and casts away his vanity. Endowed with new humility, he serves with all ability in growing spontaneity his guru and the deity. Regaining his identity, the wayward living entity returns to the fraternity of Krishna for eternity. Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Now, in order to write that, I needed 3 tools. Of course, a dictionary, a thesaurus. You know what a thesaurus is? That's where you get synonyms. But most importantly, a rhyming dictionary. They have such things, believe it or not. And in English, as you've heard, there are many words that end in ity. So I picked out this one, that one, this one, and put them all together, and that's what you got. So, by the way, if anyone wants my poetry, you have to write to me. I don't have a website, but just write, you have to remember this email, Dravida108@gmail. Can you remember? So if you send it, and I'll send you, I have a whole file. Now, this one I wrote a few years ago for Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja. It was part of my offering. Oh Prabhupada, we hail the day when you appeared just like a ray of Krishna's vast effulgence bright to give this blind will back its sight. We thank you from the bottom of our heart and pray with deepest love that we may serve your lotus feet in every circumstance we meet. As years go by and books go out, we see what life is all about, to serve your mission and our Lord's by spreading wide your sacred words. As well, you want us all to strive to let those words direct our lives. This safest path will lead us home, no more in Maya's realm to roam. Hari Hari Bol. Now here's one that is a little, is far out. So I'm sure you've all heard of Bilbamanga Thakur. You know about Bilbamanga. He wrote the Krishna Karnamrita. Lord Chaitanya, when his South Indian tour, he found the book. It was so great, he had a copy. It became integral to Gaudiya Vaishnava books. But he wrote a lot of other things too. So one of the things he wrote is this little meditation on Krishna, little baby Krishna, throwing a tantrum. Babies do that sometimes. Yeah. Of course, it was all attractive. So here's how the verse goes. Nitam navanama nitam. Is it drum? I need a drum. Nitam navanama nitam kenatapitam payakame murari iti samudi yadatantam bhumam balam namami gopalam. Everybody. Nitam navanama nitam kenatapitam payakame murari iti samudi yadatantam bhumam balam namami gopalam. Okay. So Krishna is throwing tantrums. Who ate my butter? Who drank my milk? And where can my flute be found? I bow to the cowherd child who shouts these words as he rolls on the ground. Who could ever imagine? Krishna throwing a tantrum is all attractive, right? Now here's one. This is in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. When I worked on the CC, for production. When I came across this verse, I think it's in the Anjalila. It's about the holy name, the power of the holy name to liberate us. And the context is that Haridas Thakur, in his wanderings, he came upon the land and the property of Raghunath Das Goswami's parents, his father and his uncle. They were very wealthy and his landholders. So they're great devotees. They invited him to come and to speak about the glories of the holy name. So he's doing that, but there was a Smarta Brahman. You know that phrase, Smarta Brahman? I always kind of laugh when I read it because they're not so smart, these Smarta Brahmins. It means that they're too much involved in the Smriti regulations, So this is a Smarta Brahmin who was hired to collect taxes and everything. And so he wasn't really a Vaishnava. So Haridas Thakur, in the course of his explanation of the holy name, glories, he said, if one chants even one holy name purely, it will liberate him from sinful reactions, right? So this Smarta Brahmin took great offense at that. So that can't be true. And if it's not, because to get liberation, you got to go off, you got to, practice so many austerities and things. But just one pure name. So he said, that can't be true, and if it's not true, I'm going to cut off your nose. You can imagine the offense. There's Haridas Thakur. So everyone said, ah. And so Haridas laughed, and he said, if it's not true, I'll cut my own nose off, So meanwhile, they fired this guy, they kicked him out. And they asked Haridas to explain this verse. So here's the verse, drum. It's got quite a beat to it. And it's in the CC, you can find it. Anghak sanghadatakilang sakadudiyade vasakala lokasya tadanili batamilla jadading jayachitagam mangalang harema. One more time. Anghak sanghadatakilang sakadudiyade vasakala lokasya tadanili batamilla jadading jayachitagam mangalang harema. You can all learn how to chant that way, Anyway, I have some tapes. So, not tapes, recordings. We don't take tapes anymore. So, now Haridas then explained the verse, and I took his explanation and the verse itself, and I put it into this little poem. When the moon is invisible, now you have to go back 500 years. There's no electric lights, and so when the moon is new, means that there's nothing, moonshine. And the sun is long gone, it's not. Then it gets very dark. When the moon is invisible, withered to nil, and the sun is long gone from the sky, then an ocean of darkness enveloped this world, and the timorous fear they might die. So that's from the dictionary. Timorous means easily frightened. And the timorous fear they might die. But that thick pall of gloom is at once swept away when the first signs of sunrise appear, and the dawning of day gives assurance to all that in truth there is nothing to fear. In a similar way, when illusion holds sway, and the soul has forgotten his Lord, then the darkness of ignorance covers his heart. Sin and suffering are his reward. But as soon as he says Krishna's name even once in a manner that doesn't offend, then his ignorance flees like the darkness at dawn, and his sin and his suffering end. So there's nothing to fear, for the sun of the name has appeared with his powers divine. In your heart, may that sun, benedictive for all, become fixed and eternally shine. Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Okay, let's see, one or two more. So this is, now some of you may be familiar with the teachings of Queen Kunti, those beautiful prayers in the 8th chapter, 1st canto. Probably loved those. He has made a special tape of just recording those. So one of them near the end, as soon as I read it the first time, many, many years ago, I wanted to memorize it. I did. And so it's very simple. It's Tvaime ananda vishaya matir marupate sakrit. Ratamun bahatar adha gange baughamadanvati. Now she uses it, addressing Krishna, she says Madhupati means the lord of the Madhus, Madhu dynasty, which is another way of saying Yadu dynasty. So instead of saying, I said Madhu's lord, but I think we just say Madhava. O Madhava, please ever fill my mind with thoughts of thee, not any other kind. As Ganges torrent flows into the sea, let all my love flow constantly to thee. Now this is a prayer that we can all offer to the Lord. A couple of Gita verses. These ones we should all know. 1865, which is almost identical to 934. Manmana bhavamad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishasi satyam te patijane priyosi me. The teachings of the Bhagavad Gita actually culminate in these two verses, 1865 and 1866. So I put them into a little poem. Just think of me, become devoted, worship me, and bow down low. You come to me, O friend, I promise you this boon I shall bestow. And then 1866, the famous Sarva Dharma Parityajya. Just give up all, reject all other dharmas and surrender only unto me. Your sins I'll nullify, O Arjun, from anxiety be free. So this is a few Gita verses. And then, here's one of my favorites. Many of you hopefully are familiar with the Chaitanya Charitamrita and several chapters of Lord Chaitanya teaching Sanatana Goswami. It's the longest, oh boy, she wants to get that chair. So he's teaching, and then now, does everyone know, who knows what Sambandha Abhideya Priyojana mean? Come on, you know. Okay, it's very important. All the teachings are divided into these different divisions. Sambandha means relationship. What is, who is God? What is this world? What are we? How did the creation come about? All these different. That's all Sambandha. And then there's Abhideya, which is the practice of Krishna consciousness. That's the second part. And the last is Priyojana, the final goal, which is pure love for God. So in the beginning of his section on practice, Lord Chaitanya chants this verse for Sanatana Goswami. Prabhupada would quote it often. Kamadinam katina katita bhavita nideshas tesham jata mayna kaduna nattapano pashantihi. Utsvijayatan hadiyodapate sampratam labdha buddhis tvamayatak shadanam abhahyam mam niyung swatmadasye. In how many ways have I sought to obey the seductive demands of my wicked desires? They show me no mercy, yet on I have gone shamelessly trying to quench lust's unquenchable fires. But now I'm rejecting these hellish desires, for my higher intelligence now has awoken. O Krishna, O shelter of fearlessness, please let me serve you with faith that will never be broken. Okay, so I see I'm going to have to do a few more Rupa rap verses to get your attention. So here's one. This is the the first of 5 verses that are called the Tribhangdi Chanda Stava. And each verse has a nice beat. I'm going to definitely need the drum. You ready? Okay. So I'll just do the first verse in the translation, then I think we can adjourn. What time is it anyway? Okay, it's a good time. So this is the last one we'll do. Yamala jana bandana mashitadan jana mahigan jana ganala sabadam pashupada parandana mabasita kandana matisundana malavindakaram Vadagopa vadu jana vizichita pujana muduku jana namavenudadam smaranama vichakshana makalabalakshana tanulakshana matidakshataram. You broke the 2 Yamalajun trees. You loved to delight your pure devotees. Crushed the pride of the Kali, a snake with your prancing dance in the Yamunali. You're the coward's prince and the life and soul. To serve you with love is their only goal. In the caves you meet the gopis fair and enjoy sweet loving pastimes there. Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna. You're dashing, clever, and most debonair. Your lotus hands give blessings rare. To worship you again and again is the way of the wives of the cowherd men. When the gopis hear the flute you hold, the passion grows 1,000-fold. In the caves you meet. At amorous joking, you're the king. Indeed, you're skilled at everything. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Okay, I found one more. This one is famous. This is a real short one. So, you have to understand, everybody, but not everybody, but every space body. So that's the first line. Everybody dies. Who can deny it? You know, you can deny it, but you're the only one who can deny it. Everybody dies. Nobody dies. Wake up, and open your eyes. You're not that body, you're a pure spirit soul. Chant the holy name and attain life's goal. Okay, let's see. I'll teach it to you. One line at a time. Everybody dies, nobody dies.
Everybody dies, nobody dies.
Wake up, and open your eyes.
Wake up, and open your eyes.
You're not that body, you're pure spirit soul. Chant the holy name and attain life's goal. Go Brahmanande, Hari Hari Bol. So you can try it. You go out and meet people on the street, you just start giving them that. They'll say, really? You got any books? You know. Okay, that's all we have time for today. Thank
So
you
yes,
very
we'd
much.
like to thank Dravida Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol.
So we just have some gifts for all of you. So if you want to line up and get your gift, Merry Christmas.